Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, it's going to be an amazing night. As per usual, everybody's going to benefit.
The monster himself, Zhu Kan, fighting out of Beijing, China. This world-renowned featherweight looks to pick up another big win here. Some of the fastest hands in the world. There can only be one.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner,
from Beijing, China, here's the acclaimed featherweight champion of the world, known as the Monster, Zhu Kan.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
What do they say? The truth shall set you free. Now we're gonna see the truth.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. He blocks the uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally, they're about to go at it in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The perfect counter lands. Perfect counter shot. He misses for that jab. Nice counter. He gets out of the way of that left hand. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Great counter right hand there. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. There's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You find the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Nice exchange here from both men. And they are delivering. Nice counter right hand again. All right. Good counter left hand there. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. That counter shot lands. He misses with that jab. Best rounds I've seen this year. Both men step back for just a moment. counter-punching from both these fighters. Good counter-punching from both these athletes. Got out of the way of that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Nice counter shot with the right hand. What can you expect between these two lighter weight fighters?
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. He just misses with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
On to the fourth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? He parries away that left hook. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Lands with the right counter. Nice exchange here from both men. Showing very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of...
Time for the 5th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. And he misses with that jab. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain, man.
That left counterpunch will score. He just missed with that left jab. He missed with that jab. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That left counter was perfectly timed. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Good left counter that lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be
Here we go in the 6th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He just misses with that big right hand. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Neither man really defending themselves. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? They
Perfectly
exchange
matched.
punches.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than
Nice
nothing.
slip to avoid the jab. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. And a counter left. He threw the hook, didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go, it's round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until the senses have come back.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Counter punching. That's another scoring shot. Nice counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. The jab not finding its target. When we talk about heart being shown here, but he needs more than that to survive the round. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Both men step back for just a moment. This round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Punch, counter punch. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
Round 8, and we're off again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Have no respect for each other's punching power. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That jab doesn't score. Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. Swing and a miss with that jab. Catch and shoot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Counter scores. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. See how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Got Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. And he closed the show. And he goes down. It's not looking good for him right now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell to start round 10. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Beautiful counter punch. Can't find a home for that jab. Nice counter punch. He blocks the hook. Didn't land that jab. Exchanges from both men in this round. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter. Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you don't think of it. You just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Jab misses. Neither man really... You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Swing and a miss with that hook. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Big left there, but misses. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? And that right jab just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice exchange. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance with...
On to the 12th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Punch, counter punch. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Throws the jab, but does not score. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? Nothing but air with that jab. These two were made for each other. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Willing to go where the other fight, despite what... Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened, a unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.